Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Travel Tips. Last week we spoke about what the expo really is. This week, let's take a deep dive into the actual expo that is going on right now. The massively promoted, the grand Dubai Expo 2020. This version of the expo is the first world expo to take place in the Middle East region and has cost a whopping $7 billion. The expo is going to be open between the 1st of October 2021 up until the 31st of March 2022. With a theme of connecting minds and creating the future, Dubai has basically built a city that showcases this expo. With the world talking about smart cities and with advances in artificial intelligence, 5G, cloud technology, big data, and the Internet of Things, the Dubai Expo campus is probably the world's best example to date of a purpose-built connected environment. But what does all this really mean? Well, let's simplify this for you. So if you were to look at the map of Expo 2020, the Expo city is divided into 3 zones or districts as they call them. The Mobility District, the Sustainability District, and the Opportunity District. With the UAE government touting it to be the greatest global gathering in history, the Expo is basically a gathering of nations, and when you reach the Expo campus, this is exactly what you see. You collect a map at the Expo Park and basically plan your way around the 3 themed districts. With a lot of walking to be done, it is always beneficial to plan your way around the expo a day in advance. Here, I would like to recommend you to do 2 things. 1. Download the Expo app before going, link your ticket and plan your visit. The app offers something known as a smart queue, which is essentially a fast pass into the pavilions of the expo. You will need this to book your visit to some of the popular pavilions as it can get very crowded and you don't want to be standing in lines. My second tip would be to go in the evening. The Dubai desert sun is scorching and going during the day will just drain you and ensure that you don't enjoy the expo as much. Now, let's come to the pavilions and start with the Sustainability District. As you explore the Sustainability District, you will see some of the world's most advanced technology in action. What countries are doing to champion sustainability and experience how the human race can enjoy living in harmony with nature in a high-tech future. With a number of nations having their pavilion in this district, the ones that we would highly recommend are Singapore, the actual Sustainability Pavilion, and Spain. Singapore has created a plant-filled pavilion described as the 3-dimensional garden. The building has a series of raised walkways that wrap around 3 plant-covered cones. Another pavilion that is worth visiting in this district is the Sustainability Pavilion, which was designed to generate all of its own water and energy. The pavilion is beautifully topped with a 135-meter wide solar panel covered canopy. Moving on, in the Opportunity District, you can witness how our lives and actions are interconnected. This district basically tells us that there's a ripple effect in everything we do. And with this background, the first pavilion that should be on your list here is our very own Indian Pavilion. Spread across 8,750 square meters, the pavilion showcases a 360-degree recreation of our beautiful country's past, present and future. Here, you can watch close to 100 regional films and also savor some great Indian food. Additionally, in the Opportunity District, the other pavilions worth checking out are China, UAE and the UK. The UAE pavilion is built in the shape of a falcon's wing. The building is topped with 28 carbon fiber wings that can be closed to shelter the solar roof panels. The UK pavilion is a cone-shaped cross-laminated timber pavilion designed to display an AI-generated poem across its facade. It expresses Stephen Hawking's ponderings on how humanity could express itself in case of an encounter with an extraterrestrial civilization. Its facade showcases an ever-changing poem powered by artificial intelligence. The 25 million expected visitors to the expo will be able to add their own input into this poem in multiple languages to gain a fascinating insight into the future. And finally, the Chinese pavilion in this district is one of the largest pavilions at the expo. This pavilion boasts a design that artfully combines cutting-edge technology with traditional elements of Chinese architecture. Shaped like a lantern and nicknamed the Light of China, it hosts dazzling light shows, one of the most treasured traditions of this ancient culture. The third district at the expo is the Mobility District. The Mobility District allows the visitor to explore horizons that drive human progress as mobility continues to transform the way we live. The pavilions worth visiting here are Aleph, the Mobility Pavilion, Australia, and the Republic of Korea Pavilion. The Aleph Mobility Pavilion is a trefoil-shaped pavilion with each of the building's 3 cantilevered forms containing a gallery with an immersive exhibition designed to showcase the evolution of the world that we live in today. Coming to the Pavilion of South Korea, the infrastructure surrounding the South Korean pavilion changes as time goes on. During the day, bright hues of red and yellow illuminate the tent-like structure, but in the evening, the pavilion takes on a new complexion as bursts of blue and pink light up the night sky. Within this exhibit, visitors can experience so-called wonder walks where you can experience South Korea's developments in science and technology through augmented reality. In addition to these, there are many other pavilions that are unique in their own way. But like I said at the start of the episode, you really do need to plan your visit. It is impossible to visit all of the pavilions, so do your study in advance, download the app, plan your evening visit to the expo accordingly. That was Expo 2020 Dubai. Tell us what you thought of the expo by writing to us at neil@venaworld.com. Thank you and see you next week.